Hello, boys and girls. This week for math, we will be working with teen numbers. I know we've spent a lot of time in identifying teen numbers and counting up objects of teen numbers. This week, we're really going to focus on decomposing and composing teen numbers. We've talked about those big words to decompose and compose in math, and I'm going to spend a little time today to practice decomposing teen numbers with you. So right here, I put those numbers in a scattered arrangement. We can go through identifying them quickly as I point. Say that number: 13, 16, 14. What about over here? 19. Good job. A 1 and a 1. 11. 18. Back up here to 15. 12 and 17. Now those are the teen numbers, but here's how I want you to work with them to learn to decompose and compose. I put a line down the middle of my whiteboard today, and on this side I put things that are in groups of 10. Now, I know it's just one dime, but if you remember when we were looking at coins, a dime is worth 10 cents. So even though it's just one, it is a number worth 10. Just like my stick of 10 cubes. They're all put together, so I don't want to say it's just one. It's a stick of 10. So if I was going to, let's say, decompose, let's start with 13. Well, I could do it a couple different ways. And when you practice this at home, you may not have all the materials Mrs. Baird has, and that's okay. I bet you can get out dimes and pennies, though, to say 1 dime and 3 pennies is going to equal 13. You could also use buttons, anything small that you have, to make and build these teen numbers at home with. Now, if you're going to do something like buttons, you would just put your group of 10 on one side and decide how many ones do I need to add to make that number. So you've got your group of 10 and 3 more on the other side. And then you can also practice writing out that number. You can even practice the equal sign for a challenge as you build or compose your teen numbers. You can write out the whole addition sentence. So it's really getting that understanding of those teen numbers being a group of 10 and some ones, depending on what number you're building. So let's try it with my coin. So we know this is going to be 10, and I'm just gonna drop some pennies on my other side, and our job is to compose the teen number. So I don't want to say 1 and count on. I'm going to say 10 and then count on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, that is my teen number 17, but when I go to compose it, we know we started with our dime that's worth 10 plus 7 pennies, because we know a penny is just worth 1 cent. And that will equal 17. Let's continue with the coins. I'm going to keep my group of 10 because we're doing those teen numbers, remember. I'm going to drop some pennies on this side. Now, if we were in class, I might have you just turn and tell a friend how much is there. Tell me the addition sentence of what it would equal. If you have a brother, sister, parent right there, you can turn and tell them. If not, you could just say it out loud, and with paper, you could practice writing our group of 10 plus 4 pennies is going to equal what number? Of course, number 14. Let's continue with the coins, building or composing another teen number. Let's see, this time I'm just going to put them all out here. They're kind of all scattered. So we know we've got 10. You can turn and tell someone in your house how much we have all together. And let's now solve it together. We've got our dime, that's 10, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we know that is the number 19. And let's do one more with our money. And then I want to show you the decomposing part of the teen numbers. It's very similar, but let's do one more of composing. So this time, I'm doing this. Turn and tell someone in your house or say it out loud. How much is there? You can practice writing along. The dime is 10 plus 2 more to equal number 12. Now, anytime you have time to work on math, you can use, like I said, anything small to think of a group of 10 and some more ones, and then practice writing those addition sentences to compose your teen numbers at home. Now, to decompose. Here I've got the double 10 frame, and I, of course, have our little counters, pennies, dimes, coins, buttons, all would work well. And you could even just draw in your own 10 frames if you wanted to, but they don't have to be on a 10 frame. You just need to count and make sure you have the correct number. Now, I have the circles here that are known as a number bond. So the 2 lines that go to the 1 circle is the teen number you're decomposing. It's like you're taking it apart. Let me show you what I mean. So I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that is the number I'm going to write in the circle where the 2 lines both go to. So I'm decomposing, which is taking apart that teen number. When I look at mine, of course, I've got my first 10 frame all filled in. So 10 goes in the circle up here. Then I look at how many I put in my second 10 frame, and that's going to be 5. And those 2 numbers together make that number 15. And then you can also, once again, get good practice in writing an addition sentence of the teen number. Now, when you're working with teen numbers this way, easiest thing is keep your 10 objects, whatever it is you're choosing to use, all together there. And you could keep, I'm going to give you the choice. You could write them out in a number bond, like my circles, or just write them in a regular addition sentence. Then keep whatever objects you're using as 10. You can easily add to build another number. And this would be, of course, 10 plus 9 more. And I knew that was 9 super quick because there was 1 less here. Makes that teen number 19. And whether you write it in the number bond way like this, or practice just doing another addition sentence, that's one way of building or decomposing as well as composing our teen numbers. So continue to practice working with those. Each day there'll be another lesson on working with teen numbers this week. Bye for now.